All right, we're getting lined up here. Looks like the Skagway team is on the court and ready to go. Haines getting there. It's going to be a great battle here on the Northern Lynn Canal. We should have a title for this, like Lynn Canal lofty battle. Okay, anyways. It's Saturday morning. We got parents in the stand. We have some students that have magically shown up on a Saturday morning. And let's get ready for some volleyball action from the Haines High School Gymnasium. Thanks for joining us this morning. Skagway will be on my right. Haines will be on my left. And we've got the referees checking things out, making sure the roster is where it should be. And everybody is in their proper spaces. Again, our front line, we've got CC for Haines. The front line for Haines is CC, Maddie, Sarah. Back row is Marissa, Sydney, and Hannah. And waiting to come in is Isabel. And here she comes. Over on the Skagway side, you can see those numbers pretty clearly, I'm pretty sure. Waiting for the libero to go in. And there she goes. Okay. I'd say we'll probably get ready to go here momentarily. Last minute checks at the stand. And maybe. Last bit of instructions. Ball goes to Skagway. So here we are, 0-0, first game between Haines and Skagway. Nice serve to the back, through the fingers of Sydney. Sydney then finishes it off, gets it over. Skagway drops it in the spot where it needed to be. One hit wonder goes over. Off. Two players there to get 3 hits over. Wham dizzle. Whoa, nice sidearm by Isabel to keep that ball in play, but unfortunately did not make it over the net, so that's a point for Skagway. 1-0. Excellent overhand serve over. Sarah sets it up to the middle hitter, which is Maddie, who hits it out of bounds. Skagway, 2-0. Ball is over. And that's out of bounds. Side out for Haines.
Hi. If this is up, there's no mic.
All right, Sarah, the Energizer Bunny. There she goes. 1-2. Backward bump for Skagway. One hit wonder, gets it back to the Haines side. Sarah sets it up to the far side. Sydney. Excellent volley, except that one goes into the stands, and we almost lost Isabel to a Laker jersey covering the handrails. All right, 3-1. Ball's over. Set it on the serve by Marissa. Marissa finishes it off, gives it back over to Skagway. Skagway bumps a nice little kill section there. Sarah drops it in the spot, and that's a point for Haines. Side out back to Haines. Mad Dog Maddie back to serve. Perfect serves every time. I hate to jinx her on that, but she just puts it right over, calm as a cucumber every single time. Sarah sets up Sydney. Sydney knuckleballs it over. Well, bam! The wall was not quite set in place and went a little sideways there, so side out back to Skagway. Four serving 2. Hop, skip, and a jump serve. Sarah stops it, and then in the 3 hits, doesn't quite get it over the net. So there's point for Skagway. 5-2. Libero runs in. A little handshake there from number 13. Excellent serve once again. Haines gets over in one shot. Skagway. Really close. And Cece drops it in. Sarah with a nice up. Isabel sets up Sydney, who drops it over the net. Skagway right there to handle it, but couldn't quite get it over the net. That's side out back to Haines. So we got Cece back to serve. Didn't quite get all her energy on that ball, but it paid off. Hit the top of the net and drops over. So we've got another point here, opportunity for Cece. Hit hard, way back row this time. Drops into the net, still alive. Skagway able to dig it out of that net. Nicely done. Sarah sets up Sydney! Somebody recorded that one. That was a textbook right there. She got that right over just like it should be. She's clapping about it too. Good job. All right, 5-5. Cece drops it on the back row. Nice recovery by Cece to pick that ball up off the ground. Wow! Out of bounds, but with great hustle on the Haines side to get that ball over. Digging it off the floor. Excellent hustle on both sides there, but Haines definitely deserved that point, except it went out of bounds. Wowzers. Skagway just like served it from the wall. Two Haines players collide. Able to get reset. Sarah sets up Sydney in the corner. Sydney not able to get underneath the ball enough to move it, so that's point Skagway, 7-5. There she is back on the back court. Way out of the main range there, but her serves are solid on. Sarah put it right up next to the net, and Haines was not able to get underneath it. So point Skagway, 8-5. Ball's over. Really close, but side judges, before every game, it's kind of fun to watch the referees give the side or the corner line judges the talk. Is I want you to do it loud and proud and make it very aware that it's either in or out. That particular line judge is taking that to heart. Threw the flag up in the air as to say out. Okay, Briley just about outside. Side out back to to Skagway. So we have 9-6. Libero comes out. Looks like a little height goes to the front line for Skagway. Overhand serve. Right to Mad Dog. Ball goes over. Sarah sets it up. Riley. Dinkity-dink-dink-dink over the top. Skagway not able to recover. That's always a little bit mind-blowing when the hitter goes up to hit it hard and just kind of taps it right over the top. All right, 7 serving, 9 Sydney. Ball's over, set by Riley. 3 balls over to Skagway. Skagway sets it up nicely over the wall. Over the wall, that was Maddie and Hannah. But drops in after that, side out to Skagway. Number 8 back to serve. Ball's up. Not quite over, so side out back to Haines. See a couple of Skagway folks who made the trip over. Nice to have our neighbors visiting like they are. All right, the unshakable Isabel. Over it goes. Senior member of the team. Bam! The wall of Cece in place. Having a block party here in Haines at the Haines High School Gymnasium. 8-10. Ball's over. Through the fingers of Sydney. Chasing it down as Isabel finds herself on the floor. Side out. Is she still serving? Nope. Side out to Skagway. So here we have 11 serving 8. Hop, skip, jump, serve. Through the fingers of Sydney 2 times in a row. She looks directly at her coach. Her coach says, Take a breath. Let's focus here. It's okay. Third time's a charm. Here it comes. 12 serving 8. Isabel picks it up really close to the net. Sarah able to recover that one-hit wonder from Skagway. Ball's over. Briley's right underneath it. Sarah sets cross court to Mad Dog. Skagway. Nice dig by Isabel. Back to Maddie. Drops it in. Skagway sets up a cross court set. Nice dig by Sydney. Sarah trying to pull it out of the net. I mean, without hitting that thing with a good spin, you're not going to pop that over the net once it goes into the net on that third hit. All right, 13-9. Right over the top, over the fingers of Cece as she tries to bump it. Coach Sanders wants to take a break, talk things over. All right, we're back to the Haines High School Gymnasium. Thanks for joining us. It is the Lynn Canal battle, Upper Lynn Canal battle. Skagway versus Haines, and Skagway on top, 14-9, and they are serving. Isabel picks up the first ball. Sarah taps it right up to center court for Maddie, who had her Wheaties this morning and pops that out of bounds. So 15-9. Ball's over. Dig by Isabel. Textbook dig. Using her knee pads. Good job. Save those knees. But 16-9 for Skagway. Hop, skip, jump. Up by Sydney. Cross court set to CC. Yes! That's a point. No, it's not. Apparently, we're still alive. Skagway not giving up. Excellent hustle on the right side of the court. Gets that point to Skagway. Skagway's all smiles for that. 17-9. Briley. Over Grover. Not going to happen. 18-9. Haynes got to get a side out in order to get some points going. Ball's over. Sydney picks it up. Sarah pulls it back, knocks it right into Cece's face. That's a point for Skagway. 19-9. Nice serve by Skagway. Sarah chases down loose ball. Maddie gets it over with a bump. Skagway sets up a nice play. Dunks it over. Sarah with the dig. Sydney keeps it alive, and yet the unshakable Isabel puts it back inside out Haines. We got a point there, 10-19. Awesome moves there by the Haines Glacier Bears to get that thing going. Not all textbook kind of hits, but it worked. Sarah over. Skagway kind of looked at each other. Third hit's not going to get that over. All right, nice to see the energy of Sarah. Always happy, always moving. That's why she gets the title of the Energizer Bunny. Ball's over, right to the back line. Skagway sets it up nicely to the center. Nice hit. Sarah with a high set to Cece, who's right there. Nice timing. Again, Cece having that block party all by herself right there in the middle. (12-19). Nice up by Sarah, hits the ceiling. Briley hits it towards the back row. Need to move that ball forward on that second hit. Side out to Skagway. 20 serving 12. Back row could be out, and it is. So side out to Haines. We should have 13-20. There we go. Maddie, once again, solid serves right to the middle. Dinks it over. Sarah sets it up. Nope, she sends it to the back corner. Skagway moves the ball forward. CC! Stonewalled right there. CC's found her spot right in the middle center court, center net. Great with her timing on those blocks. Ace, ace, baby, that's what we're talking about. And looks like Skagway wants to take a moment and think things over, stop the rally, but they don't know how Maddie likes to serve. She just keeps serving the same thing hard every single time. All right, welcome back to the Haines High School Gymnasium. We've got Haines versus Skagway. Northern Linden Canal battle for the net. Mad Dog Maddie back to serve once again, 15-20. Those solid serves every single time. Here it comes right down the middle. Just a little bit outside, so that's side out to Skagway. Skagway's timeout works. Oh. Somebody thought maybe it was, oh, I guess there was a touch there maybe? Okay, 16-20, we'll take it. Maddie, right down the center. Free ball to Haines. Sarah straight up, and Briley sets it up for Sarah. Over it goes. Center court. Sydney's right there to pick it up. Sydney! Whoa-bam, there it is. Skagway, not phased. Two players going for it. Sarah and Isabel probably need to like Mochambeau or rock, paper, scissors before chasing after a ball like that. They're going to collide here pretty soon. We were just talking about how most people just get hurt when they collide in volleyball versus basketball. And just a nicer sport here. Okay, 21-16. Sarah with the set after the serve. Cece comes out of nowhere to drop it in. Skagway with the back set. Rinkety dink, dink, dink. Not enough rink on the dink. And side out to Haines. So we got the libero coming out. Hannah coming in for that front line. Cece back to serve. 17 serving 21. Great first game between these two. Well matched. Drops it like an anchor on the front row. Way to go, Cece. Sarah back set to Briley. Briley out of nowhere. Wasn't quite expecting it. Was thinking it was going to the right, left side. And so didn't quite get her timing right. So side out Skagway, 22-17. Dang, bullet. That thing was launched like a missile. Straight and hit the net and falls down. So side out Haines, 18-22. Briley back to serve. The mighty, mighty freshman. Ball's over. Would have been a lane violation if it didn't stay on the Skagway side like it did. So point Haines, 19-22. As she ran for the ball, kind of stuck her foot over that center line. Briley drops it. right on over the net. Hand up for the block. Sarah able to pick up what was coming right over her fingers, and that's a point for Haines. Briley back to serve again. Go Briley, go Briley, go. Team chance, let's see what she can do. Back row hitter. Isabel picks it up, cross court, set to Sydney. That's in. That's a point. Sydney says right corner pocket, and she gets it right in there. 21-22. Briley comes back once again. 21 serving 22. Excellent matchup between these two. Awesome back and forth. Nice to see. Briley picks up the bump. Set to Sydney, and that's out. Side out to Skagway, 23-21. Number 9 going back to serve. A lot of big energy showing up on this game. Great to see both teams giving great hustle. 23-21. Sydney puts it up. The unshakable Isabel right there. That's why she's there in the libero position. Sarah with a set. Maddie not sure that she was supposed to take that, but did it anyways. Haines put it in the back corner. Skagway over Grover. Sets up Sydney. The dinks into the barrier there, and that's 24-21. This is a game point. Ball's over. Picked up by Sarah. Riley sets it back over to Skagway. Skagway sets up nicely. A lot of setting action here. Right to Hannah, who puts it in the hand. Skagway's still alive. And there's the point. Haines gets the point, 22-24. And who do we have? Oh, we got Sydney. We got Sydney. She's going to be serving up. There's that beautiful jump serve. Skagway returns, but in. That's game point. Boy, that was a tough call right there, but like I said, the line judges get a little lesson at the beginning of the game. Said do it with pizzazz and energy, and she definitely did that correctly. So there you have it. First game goes to Skagway, 25-22. But Haines should not be disappointed. They definitely put in the extreme effort in that entire game. Nice hustle all the way around. All right, we're going to take a 2-minute break, and we'll come back to the Haines High School Gymnasium. Game 2, Skagway versus Haines. All right, welcome back to the Haines High School Gymnasium. We got Haines versus Skagway. The Chilkat Chill, the Glacier Grit, the Northern Heat. I don't know, we're coming up with some crazy names for this whole deal. Alaskan Power. Last night the Northern Lights were out a little bit, so it could be the Aurora Energy. I don't know. Still testing things out. You can turn me off if you want. There's a volume control someplace. All right, game 2, setting up the roster. We've got front line with Marissa, Maddie, and Cece. Back row is Sydney, Ava, and Sarah. Libero, Isabel, about ready to go in. Skagway looks about the same from last game. Also Libero ready to go in. Okay, Haines gets the pole position, 0-0. Sarah the spark plug, we'll just call her the Spark. Sarah the Spark, about to serve. There it is. There's the wall. Cece with her own block party. Sarah goes back. Marissa sets up Sydney, who drops it over. Out of bounds, point Haines. Excellent volley between both teams. Always nice when you get a couple of over in the net plays. All right, 1 serving 0. Sparky. There she is. Rinkety dink over, really close to the net. Both girls go for it. Ball's over. There's Cece once again. Slowing that ball down, even if it's not blocked completely. Haines is ready to pick up the pieces. There's a first hit, cross court to Cece, who hits it hard on that top line. Yesterday I was saying that somebody needs to crank that a little tighter, because you can see how much the net is bowing each time somebody hits it. Shouldn't really do that. 1-1, Skagway hits the net. All right, next up we got the serve master. Senior Maddie, been doing this for 4 years. Same process each time, puts it right in the back row. Skagway hands over a free ball to Haines. Marissa, nice up to Sydney. Back row, Isabel picks it up. Another setup to Sydney. Textbook. Put that in her memory book. That was solid hit. Well timed. Point Haines, 3-1. Maddie, back row, 1-2. Here's the third hit. Over it goes. Isabel. Sarah setting up Sydney. Hard hit. In, out. She doesn't know. It looks like it's out. So side out to Skagway. 2 serving 1. Slaps the ball around a little bit. Over it goes. Isabel taps it. A little slap ball, handball deal. That wasn't so good. All right, 3-3, Skagway. Service. Front row. Sydney gets first shot at it. Then another hit over. Nice set up to the front line for Skagway. Sarah pushes it to the back row. Wha-bam! That thing's got a new zip code. It is gone, solid gone out of the gym. Sarah's got to chase it down. Tosses it off to Sisu, who's going to pick up for Haines. 4 serving 3. Hits it hard, drops it in the front line. Skagway knows how that ball is spinning. She had that serve with a little bit extra spice on it. Cross court set for Skagway. Oh, I know what she was trying to do there, but didn't quite happen. So Cece comes out. Isabel comes in. 4 apiece. Skagway jump serve. Maddie puts it right close to the line. Marissa goes to set it. Stepped over the line and hit the net. So that's ball back to Skagway. 5 serving 4. Excuse me. Nice jump serve. Skagway. Haines, way to go, Sarah. Good old Sparky getting the ball back over after kind of a garbage ball there on the backside, but she was able to bump it and get that point for Haines. 5 apiece. Briley's coming in to serve for Marissa. Nicely placed. Out of the net. Skagway not able to go fishing there. So Briley gets another shot. 6 serving 5. Skagway not quite sure how to hit that ball, but gets it over. Digs by Isabel there. Big City. Sydney chases down a loose ball. Ends up on the second bleacher there. Got to be careful. You're going to lose your teeth if you slip on something like that. Skagway. 6 serving 6. Isabel picks it up. It's on the basketball court on the top. Goes into the 4th level of the bleachers and drops down. So we got a point for Skagway. 7 serving 6. Don't say it. Don't say it. It is 7 serving 6, not 6 serving 7. Don't say it. All right, here we go. Into the other basketball standard, and that makes 8-6. Ball's over. Center court. Riley taps it over. Ava right there for the wall. Riley puts it in the back row for Skagway. Bumps over, free ball for Haines. Riley sets up, Sydney! Over in the back corner. Bump set and bump over. Nice dig by Isabel, keeps that ball alive. Excellent hustle there. A clutch moment for Isabel, but unfortunately did not get that over the net and for a point. So Skagway 9 serving 6, all the way back at the end zone of the basketball court. Riley the back set to Sydney. Riley with a good up. Sarah cross court to Sydney. Hits it hard to the back row. Skagway. Another good nice setup, nice play by Skagway. Sydney, Ava gets it over. Ava, who is a former Skagweyan, they're playing against her old friends from Skagway. It's in the back row. Skagway chases it down. Maddie picks it up. What the hay was, Sydney. So that play, Sydney kind of had a little crazy footwork there and ended up underneath the net. She was definitely both feet over the line, so that's a point for Skagway. 10-6. Riley dumps it in. Skagway with bump set, bump over. So let's see what Haines can do with this. Riley sets up you-know-who dinks it over. Ava guarding that front line. Sarah with a high up. Riley sets up Sarah. She gets underneath it, hits it hard. Skagway out of bounds. Side out to Haines, 7 serving 10. And we've got Sydney. The one junior on the court, I believe. Oh no, Ava's junior, my bad. Oh, it's short. Sarah picks it up. Maddie. If it wouldn't have gone over, or if it would have gone over, it would have been a carry or a push. She kind of grabbed the ball and moved it. But that's okay. Here we are, 11-7. Right over the top of the net. Riley dives for it, just a little bit too late. Serving 7. Riley up. Ava chases it down, gets it to the other side, just a bit out of bounds. Coach Sanders wants to take a moment, talk things over. A well-placed timeout, if you ask me. Haines 7, Skagway 13. All right, Skagway takes the court. It is 13 serving 7. Referees are ready. I think. There we go. There's the whistle. Overhand serve right to the backside. Sydney picks it up. Sarah sets up. Briley didn't quite get all ball on that and goes into the net. 14-7. This is game 2. Skagway already took game 1. Ball is close to over. Falls on Skagway's side. Maddie was right there just in case. So Ava comes out. Isabel comes in and service. Nice setup by Skagway. Sydney sets up somebody. Isabel comes out of nowhere to get the ball over. Sydney up. Briley sets it into the back row. Hit hard. Sarah cross court to Maddie, who just dinks it over. Not quite placed on the timing there. Briley sets cross court to Maddie, who hits it. Hits the top rung of the net. Yeah, the referee just pulled the line just a little bit. Yeah, timeout. Thank you. Thank you to this particular ref who said, hey, the wire is a little bit loose. We need to tighten this up. And so Coach Sanders quickly is going to go grab the handle that pulls the, yep, see, look at that. You can see how that net drops big time. So we're going to crank that. And we just have to find out where the handle goes. There we go. And we're having a little problem. Coach Sanders, been doing this a while, knows how to get things back squared up, and so there she goes. We could have strongman Jesse come out and do it. He could probably make it better than. Nope. Don't need Jesse. I'd say things are good. Yep. Referee agrees. It's a little, nope, not high, tall, not too tall. But that's the first time in the whole weekend that somebody's tightened that as far as I've seen. Now when the ball hits that top line, it's going to definitely move differently than it has the entire matchup here. Bonus points to Coach Sanders for taking the initiative and getting that tightened up. However, she left the door open. Hopefully the ball does not go in there. Okay, 15-8, Skagway serving. Ball's over. Corner pocket to Isabel. Sarah with the nice setup for Maddie. Back row point! Side out to Haines. There we go. 9 serving 15, and who is it? It's Sparky. Sarah's just got to get ignited here. Get some points on the board. 9 serving 15. Ball's over. Skagway. Riley gets an up. I'm not sure how that worked, but it did. Sarah gets straight up. Isabel sets over to Maddie, who drops it in. Skagway able to recover. Set to Briley. Briley kind of twisted up that rubber band and hit it hard out of bounds, so side out back to Skagway. 16-9. Splits the defenders on the front row, goes back for a low dig for Sydney, and the ball goes out of bounds, so 17-9. Referee would like to change balls, and does so. Sounds like the ball was a little deadened, but here we go. Into the net it goes. I often wonder if that was due to the referee there getting a different ball. All right. Serve master Maddie. Skagway sends it over. Nice play there. Sarah sets up Sydney. Yeah. Over Grover. Isabel sets up Sydney once again. Through the hands, over the bar, into the back room, and guess what? That's a point for Haines. 11-17. Like I said, Maddie has those just textbook serves each time. Right to the center pocket each time. Skagway taps it over. Sarah puts it in the back row. Sarah sets Sydney up. It's close. She stays on the correct side. Isabel out of nowhere picks up that ball. Sarah bumps over to Skagway. Rinkety-dink-dink-dink. We got a net violation. Point for Haines. Maddie once again, back row hit. Ball is up and over. Well, bam. Great contact by Skagway there. Sets it up, bumps it over. Let's see what Haines can do with this ball. Nice setup by Sarah and Sydney. Hits the top of the net, and that's why we tightened it. Drop on Skagway's side, so point. And who is it? Yep, that's Maddie, the serve master. Here she goes. Back row. CC! That's a block. CC's working really hard on that timing for jumping, blocking, hitting all at the same time. Maddie, back row, over the bump. Might have been out of bounds, but because of the touch, we're now at 15-17. Maddie on a serving storm here. Ball's over, drops on the front row this time. Skagway knocks it over. The wall of CC is there. Sarah. That'll work. Marissa with a back set to nobody, and it goes over the net, drops on the Skagway side. That's 16-17. Maddie once again chasing it down. Skagway's there. Sarah crosses over to Sydney, and that's not going to be chased down. We got a tie ball game, folks. It is 17 all. You can tell both teams came to play today. 17 apiece. Maddie right to the back row. That's out. Nice to see that kind of energy here. Lots of power on the serve. So 18-17, Skagway up to serve. Ball's good, ball's over. Sarah picks it up. Marissa over to Sydney the slammer. Through the fingers of Isabel. Sparky and Mad Dog chase it down, but not able to connect with it. So point to Skagway, 19-17. Ball's over. CC kind of stops the ball. Marissa's able to pick it up. Out of bounds. Point Skagway, 20 serving 17. Ball's over, right to the corner. Isabel picks it up. Two players go for it. The ball goes over, so thankfully that worked out. Unshakable Isabel. Cross court set by Sarah to the slammer. That's a hit. It's going to keep you up at night right there. Nice job, Sydney. Side out to Haines, and we've got CC in the back corner getting ready to serve up some points, we're hoping. Hard hit, out of bounds. Side out back to Skagway, 21-18. Nice serve by Skagway. Marissa sets up. Ava. Nice dig by Sarah to keep the ball in play. Might have been out of bounds, but we're not counting that. Marissa set. And over to Sydney. Slamma-jamma here. Taps the ball over. Avo goes up to block. Missed it just by a finger. Sarah picks it up, but unfortunately goes under the net. Point to Skagway. We're at 22-18. Both teams have some great communication happening. Everybody's talking. Everybody's moving. Great hustle on both sides. It's a well-fought game, both for Haines and Skagway. Alaskan teams don't flinch. They just freeze out the competition. We've definitely got that happening here. So we've got 30 seconds. You can see Coach Sanders is giving some wise words of wisdom while the Skagway coach is fanning down his players. It is a little warm in here, not going to lie. Maybe we need to get some air moving. I'm not sure if the air handling unit is on. Haven't heard anything. It's not as loud as it normally is in this gym, so that's one thing there. Definitely heating up faster than a wood stove in January in this gym. All right, here comes Haines, 18-22. Skagway is going to be serving the 22-18. Well-matched teams. Once again, these two teams have been going at it with varying scores all the way. Serves up and good. Maddie. Marissa sets up Sydney with a bump over to Skagway. Skagway puts it back. Sarah with the first ups. Under the net, side out Haines. So we got 19-22, and who do we have? Riley comes in to serve. Yes, she does. Okay, 19-22. Riley, get her done. Not going to chase that down. Ace, baby. Ace, that's right. 20-22. Riley. Back court. Skagway sets it up nicely. Back row hitter. Sarah, I know it looked good. It was tempting. Tried to surprise Skagway and drops it over. It's 23-20. Skagway almost against the wall down there. Still a long ball. Wow, that was great serve by Skagway. Knocks it in the corner pocket, goes into the stands. It almost became part of the pep band there, except pep band's not there. But maybe it would have started playing the drums. I don't know. 21-23, and it is Sydney. Hop step and a jump serve for Sydney. Gets the ball over. High ball to Haines. Nice setup by the team there. Over to Maddie. Maddie hits it hard, hits the top of the net, so bounces over. That's in. Side out to Skagway. 24-21. Ball's over. This is game point, by the way. Game set and match point, if you count that. Hard hit. Isabel. Riley with a little tap. In. That's game point. You can see that from up here. That was definitely in. All right, what time we got? I imagine that we are going to not play a third game just for giggles, just due to the time, unless I'm looking around. Okay, if not, Haines closes down the show tonight at 7 o'clock. I'm going to leave the mic on so that people can hear what's going on in the gym. Hopefully nobody wants to come and have a private conversation up here. That would be bad. So make sure that you tune in. We got lots of games yet today. Klawock versus Wrangell is at 11:30. 12:45, Skagway will play again versus Hoona. 2 o'clock, Petersburg will take on Craig, and 3:15, Wrangell will take on Metlakatla. 4:30 is Hoona versus Klawock. 5:45 is Metlakatla versus Petersburg, and to close out the North Seed here, hosted by Haines High School, will be Craig versus Haines. So great job. Well, we got some, everybody's kind of standing around. I don't know, are we going to go? There's 16 minutes on the clock. Let's see here. Oh, I think we're going to play for 15 minutes. I mean, the whole reason we're here is to play some volleyball games, so that's awesome that they're going to let them play a third game, get some practice in. Skagway has already taken the match, but the other Skagway's back on the court. There's a clock of 16 minutes, so they're going to play until time runs out, regardless of what the score is. It could be 47-6 or any number in between there. But they're just going to play for 15 minutes and go from there. So who do we got in? We're going to start off with the regular bunch. Marissa, Cece, Ava on the front line. And back row, we've got Sydney, Hannah, and Sarah. I take that back. Sarah's going to the front row. And Isabel's about ready to go in. Skagway looks about the same, except I'm only counting 5 players. Oh, number 17 is way back there, waiting to inbound the pass. Looks like Skagway will start. Oh, 2 minutes and 40 seconds on the clock. That's going to be a quick game. All right, that was Sophia who bumped the ball, rolled off her bump, and over it went. So 1-0, 2 minutes and 30 seconds on the clock. Ball's over. Sydney picks it up. Sarah cross court to Sophia, who hits it out of bounds. 2-0. Sydney comes out. Sophomore Riley's in. Skagway hits it out of bounds. Point Haines, side out. Who's up? Oh, Sparky serves up a couple here. Let's see, 1 serving 3, less than 2 minutes left on the clock. She is up against the wall. She's going to jump serve it. That's why she gets the Sparky title. Look at all that energy that came out right there. All right. Side out, though. Skagway gets the point. I mean, you might as well give it a shot at this point. All right, we got some tunes cranking. Skagway, 3-1, under the net it goes. So next up is Sophia, 2 serving 3. Power lefty, back row hit. Chasing it down, not going to happen, into the stands. And when I mean stands, I mean the music stands. Now we lost the ball into the stands. That means the benches. We got 1 minute, less than 1 minute to go on the clock. Sophia's going to get another shot. Power lefty, back row, ace, ace, baby. Four serving 3, 37 seconds on the clock. She kind of gets going before the whistle went, so good thing it's not regulation. Not quite placed there by the Panthers, so we got a point there. 5 serving 3. Nicely served to the middle. 6 serving 3. This kind of energy would have been great in the last 2 games. 10 seconds to go. Waiting for the whistle. There it is. Power lefty, back corner pocket. Ace. Putting on a clinic right there, and that's it. We're going to let the next teams warm up and get ready to go. So tune in for Haines. Next Haines game, once again, is the last game of the series to close it out. 7 o'clock. We'll see you back here at the Haines High School Gymnasium. Otherwise, enjoy more volleyball action. Thank you very much.